My name is Mark Stewart. I'm the Education Partner Lead for Microsoft in the UK. I'm delighted to be speaking at this Scientia user conference this year. I think it's great that we're able to get together to discuss what are really challenging areas around managing complex resources in this competitive landscape, and there's no finer place to actually look at that than in the world of education. So Microsoft is no stranger to education. Since the days of Bill Gates, through Steve Ballmer, and more recently Satya Nadella, we've always been passionate about education and committed to education and our role in that. And nothing is more true than the recent change in our vision and mission statement around making education really what we call the fundamental of a learning imperative in everything we do. That means making technology easy to use, whether you're an educator or whether you're somebody that's in work just trying to make technology use and work for you. As we look in the education industry, there are a number of trends that we can observe. So from Microsoft's perspective as a technology vendor, it's important to understand those trends and what we can do to kind of, I suppose, adjust what we're doing and the services that we're looking to develop and how we can actually deliver the best value and really empower students and teachers and faculty and everybody else in education to do their best through technology. And then as we look at our partners that need to thrive also in that space, there's clearly a connection between what we do and what they do, so that the sum of the parts obviously adds up to something more impactful in the market. So from my perspective, as I look at the education industry, I think there are 4 key trends. The first of those is big data and the impact that offers in the marketplace for institutions. Microsoft as an organization kind of understands that, and we are exploring and investigating the way in which we can use technology to serve and deliver insight. And that's the key thing. How do we link data with insight? And what does that mean from an institutional perspective in terms of the value, in terms of the quality of service that they're actually offering their customers? The second trend I would call out is evidence-based learning. Very related to big data. How do we actually collect evidence to really support and link and build the correlations between what's going on in the classroom and actually the output and the attainment that the institution is achieving? Institutions are increasingly coming under pressure to demonstrate that, and I think that's an important piece that we need to be taken on board. But the third trend I would talk to is e-learning. Something that has been explored before, I know, but I think it's worth re-emphasizing because it has a number of disruptive elements to it. First, around really the student expectation in terms of what they can expect from an institution. But I think secondly, really the competitive aspect that it has on an institution. Global competition is much more prevalent because of e-learning. So the fourth trend that we observe is lifelong learning. It is something that is definitely starting to materialize and take hold more significantly. It's certainly something that institutions are now having to care about. The student really for life is something that is becoming very, very important to institutions as they kind of reconsider really their long-term business models and strategies going forwards. So those are the trends that I'm looking to talk to at the user conference in March. And I'll also be looking to share some examples of how Microsoft is actually tackling some of those issues with some of the thought leadership and the technology and services that we're looking to bring to education, but also in partnership with organizations like Scientia, who also play a pivotal role in this industry to really help sort of make a difference around some of these challenges too.